Hello, good evening. I'm back. I'm back streaming. Back streaming the 1980s postal worker having a midlife crisis simulator. I'm just waiting for my face to pop up on the live video because I can't see it yet. Oh, there I am. I don't know how long the delay is as well, so whatever, I'm streaming. Hello. Hello. Check out the autofocus on this camera. Ooh, right, I'm going to turn this down a little bit in one ear. How are you doing? Before we begin, I just want to pimp something. I have a new Substack. There it is, nialossullivan.substack.com, in which I don't know what it's a weird thing, like where I'm kind of combining a few things together. So many years ago I used to enjoy writing on Tumblr, and I would just write stuff on Tumblr, sometimes poems, sometimes other stuff. And a lot of the stuff that I wrote on Tumblr back in the day, although I think I did the Caffeine songs on Tumblr, which is like a little collection of books, a little collection of poems which were inspired by Berryman's Dream Songs, but they kind of had a line less per stanza or something like that. Anyway, so I wrote a lot of different stuff on my Tumblr, and I don't know what made me go off Tumblr. I think I wanted to kind of focus more on my website. I got a bit more into my website, but I don't know. I checked out Substack because everyone was, like the high profile news was the old, Salman Rushdie and Chuck Palahniuk basically publishing their entire novels on Substack, serializing them like Charles Dickens did and all that. And caffeine free diet, dog pish, and no booze because I'm lecturing tomorrow and I'm getting up early to take the eldest to school. So what was I saying? Yeah, Substack. So lots of high profile things, and of course, like, you can kind of have a 2-tier thing where there's like free content and paid content and stuff like that, and you can set a subscription. I haven't done that. If I do it, I don't think I'd ever paywall any content. I think it would just be like, if you want to pay me some money, you can. But I don't expect it to get anywhere. I'm old enough now. I've been doing this for long enough to know anything I do, whether it will be popular or not. It's just not the reason I do stuff anymore. What I want to do is kind of be creative and keep creating stuff and find an audience, as in not be like the best, not be the prize winner, not be anything like that. There was a guy called David Antin who I was very into for quite a while. He's kind of like a raconteur stroke poet who would do what he calls a stroke performance artist, who would do he would do something he would call talking pieces. Just talking, but the talking was the poem, and then he'd publish the entire talk as a poem afterwards. He'd transcribe it and arrange it like a poem. Anyway, he said something many years ago that really chimed with me, and that was that he said that he knew he had an audience, that he knew that most people wouldn't like what he did and wouldn't be into what he did, but he knew he had an audience, and he kind of said he got kind of angry a lot at his publisher or whatever, because he just wanted his publisher to find those few thousand people in the world that were really into his stuff. And I found his stuff kind of shortly before he died, and got really into him. And that's kind of like, I don't know, if looking for a platform has been anything, it's been trying to find that. I'm really not bothered about being part of a poetry scene. I'm really not bothered about being a leading literary light. What I like about the Tumblr type pieces is that I write something and I have no idea what I've just written, and those are some of my favourite things to write. So I wrote something really weird today. But the thing I like about Substack is it allows you to make audio posts too, and doesn't seem to charge you for it like SoundCloud does. I'll keep doing Rusty Sonnets on SoundCloud because it's a nice home for it, even though I haven't done it since December last year. But I like the idea of having the audio post, of writing something and then actually having a recording of me reading it out, and it all being on that site. So I'm going to play around with that and see what happens. It might be poems, it might be blog posts, or it might be one of those Tumblr monstrosities that I used to fire out quite a bit, where I had no idea what they were. I just kind of wrote them. Sometimes I was absolutely taking the piss when I wrote them, and sometimes I wasn't. I was just sort of just really earnestly trying something new. So yeah, I'm saying that because I wanted to, before I start playing the game, I wanted to start with a plug, and the plug will be for my Substack, and I'm just going to leave that there. Actually, I'm going to leave that there. Maybe scroll back up to it a couple of times. But yeah, so if you're following this, if you're watching this, and you want to receive something from me in your inbox, you can follow it, and it will send the post to the inbox. I'll probably try and post about 3 or 4 times a week. Plug over. It's time to play 1980s postal worker midlife crisis simulator and write poems about it. I spent a bit of time reminding myself of the controls, because there was an excruciating beginning to this about a week ago, where I was trying to just I'd forgotten all the controls because I hadn't played it for 2 weeks. Just as now I haven't played it for 2 weeks. Right. So Lake, yes. Just in case you don't know, the storyline is there's this woman, seems like she's in her 40s. She's gone back to what she works for, like some highfalutin magazine. Oh, bit of drama here. She works for some highfalutin magazine, and some kind of arts magazine. Come on. I've been playing my Nintendo Switch, so I've forgotten what button's which. Enter A. Thank you.
How about a pet peeve to start the weekend?
Oi. Thank you. Radio off. I got a weird copyright strike notice last week just because of the radio tunes. They got something where I can send them the link to the video, and they won't do it. But anyway, beautiful morning in Cowturdsville, wherever this is. Let's go deliver a letter. So yeah, she's a postal worker. She's a bit of a 1980s city slicker, and she's gone back to the town of her birth to do her dad's job while her dad's on holiday, and her dad is a postal worker. And I'm guessing we're trying to learn some lesson about the value of labour. Deliver the mail. Albeit we had 3 viewers for a second, now we got 2. It's fine. So I've got to say, I was thinking, I can't remember why I didn't do it last week. I think one reason why is because I hadn't been well. I had a cold, and I was teaching the next day, and I just wanted to get my sleep and not F everything up, and just spend some time prepping and preparing and making sure. Because I knew the next day at the university was going to be an absolute disaster. I had this funny feeling that everything was going to go to poo. Let me look at the map. And it did. Okay, got a parcel. Here. Let's go around the corner. Deliver that parcel. Deliver that letter. Maybe write a poem after this cutscene coming up. Which one's this? Which one's this? I've got to see which one it is so I can strike it off the list. 104 West 2nd Street. Okay. There's nothing there. Oh no, it is there. Okay, 104 West 2nd Street. Cool. Got it. Right. Which way? So it's here. It's here. It's around here. For a little indie game, I think the graphics are pretty good. And I really like the shadows of the trees and the houses. They really work. Let's run this dude over. It won't let you do it. Okay then. I was trying to kill you, sir. Is this 104 here? Let's find out. Yeah, I'd love to do this stream every week. I'd love to do it loads of times a week, but
That's lighter than I thought.
well, it's because it's not full of drugs this time. 104. Here we are. I have no idea who I'm going to meet behind this door. Normally it's like storyline stuff once you open the door. Okay, here we go.
Nope. No answer.
Do I just drop it then? It's obviously, this is not like South London. Like whenever I catch the Amazon person, and I, you know, solidarity with Amazon workers and all that, I don't want to. I know, well, I have no idea what they're up against, but I know they're up against it. So, but I keep catching them walking away from my doorstep, and where I am, it's just like you can't just leave stuff on the doorstep. I'd rather you didn't deliver it and just left a note, because it will get nicked. It will get nicked. And it'll be some stupid, like, it'll just be some book about something that no one in the world is interested in apart from me, and they'll just throw it away or use it for Rizzler paper or something. Okay. Oh, yep. It's a letter, isn't it? "209 Herald's Heron Circle." Okay. I've got to say, there's not a lot of post in this town. Is that 207? 209. Nice Jeep you got there, mate. Okay, I'll write something in a minute. Just trying to do a proper job here, you know what I mean? Nice bit of turning. What's next? Got another parcel round here. So we're going to go the long way round. We'll finish with this little storyline thing at the campground where I've got to deliver letter to campground. So we'll take a left and then a right and then do all of these. No problem. There's some proper out in the sticks person living here. Okay, I've forgotten everything about the storyline of this game and what I'm meant to be doing and how I'm meant to be involved and who's the romance subplot for this lady. Completely forgotten all of it because I haven't played it for 2 weeks. I only play it on this stream. As I said, I do enjoy this stream, and I would do it a couple of nights a week if I could. If I was a young single man with lots of money, that's what I'd be doing instead of going out and chasing girls. But I'm not. So I just feel when you got like a family and kids and stuff, it feels like a great extravagance to do this, a massive extravagance. I feel guilty about doing it. Could be a Catholic upbringing thing. Oh, that's the wrong nut button. Just want to check where I'm going. Okay, I'd definitely be a crap postman because I've just gone back the way I came. Back out, second right on it. Do a bit of a U here. That's it. Check out the turning skills here. Okay, back down, second right. Got a parcel and a letter. Write a poem. Yep, I drove into a stop sign. That's what you have to do. Right. Pardon me, I belched. So over here. Yeah, this turn here. There's the crazy cat lady somewhere around there. Okay, is this house here? Is this the old childhood friend? I can't remember. Oh, can I run in this? It's meant you can. That's walking quickly, so you can't run, but you can walk quickly. Let's get the parcel. I'm gonna walk to the letter delivery after that. Yep.
That's lighter than I thought.
Does she say that to everything? What are you expecting it to be full of, lady? Make sure I've got the right address. Yep. I mean, if this was an Amazon delivery driver simulator rather than a 1980s rural... What's going on? Okay. Then I'd be like peeing in a bottle and just sort of like waiting, ringing every doorbell in the building. Because I've given the other person 3 seconds to get downstairs and I just got to get the parcel off and it'll waste more time if I write out a card. I said I'd walk around the corner, didn't I? And then I went, nah. Lazy. Okay, let's write something anyway quickly. Let's see what spills out of my brain. Nobody's in to take their parcels, so I dump them on porches, exclaiming lighter than I thought, as if really I've decided. I don't need the really. As if I've decided it's not worth nicking. I am glad. Company. Hokey lives and hokey problems. Roadkill and repression. Repression, republicanism. Not the good republicanism, that American republicanism. I once I won't swear. Nobody's in to take their parcels, so I dump them on porches, exclaiming, lighter than I thought, as if I've decided it's not worth nicking. I am glad for the lack of company, all the hokey lives and hokey problems, roadkill, repression, republicanism. I once would have killed to escape a picket fence prison like this, but now I pine for a 2-bedroom box full of leave me the F alone. Let's get on with the job. How's this stream looking as well? Sorry, I'm just checking the quality of it. Auto 144p. 1080-60 now. Come on. There we go. Okay, it is. If you're having any problems with blurry, blocky video, then just YouTube have made it really difficult to kind of choose. Remember the old days? You used to just be able to just you could just pick, you know, 480p, 720p, 1080p, all that, and now they've replaced it with. I get it. No one really cares or knows about the differences between 4K and 1080p and 720p. Oh, let's talk about resolutions for a second, because I know that's what really sets my viewers on fire. I watched. I actually wrote about this today. Oh, here we go. Storyline stuff. So it's the girl in the garage, probably taking a thing to get repaired by her. Is it because I got a tape off her? I did lend her a video thing for the other lady, if I remember right. But I saw No Time to Die. I won't speak about it. Don't want to spoil it for anyone. Don't know if anyone's planning on watching it. But I've got some new glasses, yeah, and they're a bit more like I've become more long-sighted. So I got these a week and a bit ago. You know, about a week ago. And when I put them on, everything was sharper. I'll say that, but everything was wonky and wobbly. So when I was watching No Time to Die in the cinema, I was still in that point where I wasn't sure about my eyesight and sure about his glasses, and it looked kind of a bit out of focus. I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, it's a projectionist like knocked it out, and I'm thinking, no way, it's a digital projector. I'm sure they've always got it right in focus. I don't know. So I started doing this. Like that. Like a sort of patronising, yes, young man, is there anything you want from this magic bookshop? Doing that face. Just to check, and it was out of focus. You know, I'm long-sighted, so it wasn't really making a difference. So, bit out of focus, and then I realised it wasn't out of focus. I wrote about this today in a weird post that I wrote. It was low resolution. It was a 2K projection, because most standard film projectors are 2K, whereas, like, you know, the telly is 4K HDR, and I realised stuff looks better on my telly when they do it. Screen's bigger, yeah, but stuff look better on a telly, and I don't have people either side of me without masks going and people walking in front of me as they go for a lash, yeah, all of that. So I did enjoy it though, and I was in the company of the missus, and it's nice to get out. We did it. We saw a sort of morning, because the kids were at school, so we saw like an 11 o'clock showing at the local posh cinema. Also, no one went on their phones, so I was happy about that. There's too many cinemas I go to now, and people were just like literally right in front of you with their phone, because they just pay. They don't even watch the film. They pay just to sit in there for a couple of hours, like it's a living room and that's their telly. What is wrong with this world? What is wrong? It's nothing sacred. Oh, this is quite... Actually, I'll tell you one more story, right? I was once going to do a gig somewhere with a poet. We were driving out to the sticks. And I'll always remember we were in a car and we went to a petrol station. And at the petrol pumps... And I know petrol pumps have been a bit topical at the moment, but we went to the petrol pumps. And at the petrol pumps, there were little screens. And the little screens were playing adverts. And I said to her, oh my God, the petrol pumps have little screens and they're playing adverts at us from the petrol pumps. And she went, it's nothing sacred. And I thought, it's a petrol station. It's nothing sacred. They've taken it a step too far. Advertising in the SO. Anyway, right.
Hey, Lori, did you watch The Love Bug?
Hey, Miss W. Yes, I did, and I guess I liked it.
Sweet. Good enough for me.
Yeah, wasn't that...
Oh, they're going to watch Nightmare on Elm Street together.
Ancient isn't all bad. You still ready for Sunday?
They're going to watch
I have
Nightmare on Elm
never
Street
been
together.
more ready. It's going to be rad.
So she works as like a mechanic, but she's still quite young and she's too scared to watch Nightmare on Elm Street, which probably was quite terrifying back in the 80s. Yeah, I'm going to be a sad old git and say something that's going to make her wince.
Yeah, totally tubular, right?
Sure, Miss W. See you Sunday.
Okay. Do you remember the Will Smith Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rap, Nightmare on My Street? We saw Elm Street and man, it was death. And everything seemed all right when we left, but when I got home and went down to sleep, that began the nightmare on my street. Classic. What's the map say? Oh look, there's suddenly something's popped up there. Oh, I've got to go back to the video shop, that's why. Okay, so where am I? I'm here. Few letters. Campground. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. This is a really good streaming game. It is just so chilled. It's perfect for this kind of streaming that I do, the poetry writing and stuff. Right, got a letter up here. I don't know if the game does it, like if you do none of a post, if you just, I don't know if you're able to just say, oh, sod it, I'm not posting anything, and you quit. I don't know if that has any kind of storyline repercussions. Yep. So, there we go. I'm delivering a letter to the genuine lumberjack who's not actually a hipster. Very important. Very important to make that distinction. Oh, he's there. Look, chopping. Chopping wood.
Hi, Robert. Here's the mail.
Thanks, Meredith. And, sorry for leaving all of a sudden yesterday.
No problem.
Leaking roofs don't fix themselves.
Well, it was just, I needed some space. I think I've gotten a bit too used to being on my own.
I know what you mean.
Cool. Thanks. I just don't want you to feel weird about it.
Look at this waterfall behind his head.
There's nothing wrong with a little weirdness.
I just wanted you to know that. Anyways, let's see what's in the mail. A dentist appointment. Wait, why am I sharing that with you?
That's not nice. Shrink appointment. Okay.
So, no news regarding those apartments?
Nothing. Hallelujah. This gives me a bit more peace of mind to work on my wild card plan.
Wildcard plan.
Wild card plan?
Wild card plan. Yes. Also highly confidential.
Can't write.
Oh, come on. I won't tell a soul.
Yeah, but no. Maybe later. It's still work in progress.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
Okay. Robert, the emotionally repressed lumberjack, Stands in front of a waterfall in order to subtly imply that he is a deluge of passion beneath his stoical facade. And polygon beard. Alright, it's going to get a bit weird, this poem. Robert, the emotionally repressed lumberjack, stands in front of a waterfall in order to subtly imply that he is a deluge of passion behind his stoical facade and polygon beard. He is not a dead piece of wood, full of rings that attest to each year that life passed him by. Take his axe and cut him open. He is full of angry water and dizzy fish. Not bad. Not bad, that one. Right, next place. That's Bear Creek. Just going to go there, deliver that letter. Okay. We can do this. We've got to turn around. Can I reverse into his car? There we go. Sorry. All right. Which way am I going? A right turn, and then all the way along, and then the next right after that. One day I'll know this town like the back of my hand. Once I stop being a postman there every 2 weeks. Any other games I've been playing? Trying to think. I played Marvel's Avengers, which came out on Game Pass, thinking, well, you know, this game's got a bit of a bad reputation. I don't know if they've made it better, but I'll play it anyway, because at the end of the day you can just walk around as a Hulk smashing stuff and, you know, be an Iron Man and going like that, you know, doing Iron Man zaps and like, you know, ultimately if you can do that, it's going to be fun. Played it for about half an hour. It wasn't fun. It was really dull. Really dull. Don't know what it is with the big games, man. The big expensive games. They just run out of ideas really quickly, a lot of them. Like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I was playing as part of a stream quite regularly. I still dip in and out of it. And it's just so repetitive. You get about halfway through the game and it's just all the same. Oh dear. See that? I just sort of ran over it, didn't I? But it somehow was an immortal ghost deer. What's this bloody letter then? This is where the deer gets revenge now. .115 Willow Road. Oh, there we go. What's this one then? Oh no, it's there. Okay, 115 Willow Road. Here's that one. Why won't you let me deliver? You son of a... Hello, yeah, post. Bit weird. So it's just a post box with no house. Is there a house at the back here? Just trees. Okay, it's this house here. Cabin for the old weirdos. Serial killer cabin. Come on, let me deliver this. Oh, that's so annoying. Bug. That won't let me deliver. I'm very anxious now, but I can't deliver that letter. Oh, alright, one more time. One more try, and then it's like, nah, don't worry about it, mate, you ain't getting your letters. Because you're a weirdo serial killer. Okay then, I can't deliver it. That's annoying. I'll see if I can deliver it again at the end of the day after I've delivered all the other stuff. And done all the weird storyline stuff. That's annoying. Oh, there is an auto. I keep forgetting there is like an autopilot option in this game. So I can write while the car drives. Okay. Yep. X. Place waypoint. No. Okay, maybe not. No. God. Don't want to get copy struck again. Okay. Let's drive to the campground. Hopefully the game won't bug out there as well. I discovered a way of just driving to the spots, but I don't know how to do it now. Drove into your car, mate. Would I like to live in the countryside? How long would I be able to have? I like, you know, I love going to the countryside. And sometimes I have that little moment, that little fantasy of like, maybe I should just live in the countryside. Of course my family wouldn't, no one in my family would want to live in the countryside. So I'd be outvoted immediately. And I don't drive either, so that would be screwed because of that. Right, this is the campsite. There we go. I've got to deliver something to the campsite. Or speak to someone at the campsite. Caravanners.
Hello there.
Hey, how are you?
I may have mail for you.
Is it addressed to Mickey or June? Or both?
To both. Here you go.
Taking a Mickey.
Oh, sweet brother Damien, savior in the hour of darkness.
Never mind him. He's a bit stressed out. We were a bit low on paper. Nice to meet you. What's
It's
your
that
name?
toilet roll.
I'm Meredith. Nice
We're in
to
the
meet
woods.
you too.
Don't have to worry about it. Yeah, toilet paper. Go on, that's what I was thinking.
Toilet paper?
Probably a bit of cash and some roll-in paper.
Ah, that kind kind of paper.
She's from a big city. She knows what it all is. No harm in
No
that.
harm in that.
Amen, sister. Thanks for the delivery.
You're welcome.
Now going to report them to the police.
Nice RV, by the way. Is it yours?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's awesome. We borrowed it.
Joan, can you get in here, please? Now.
Oh, that's my cue. It was nice meeting you. Sweet Meredith.
He's a bit of a wrong,
Not
isn't he?
Tell the authorities your whole life story.
She's not the post people, the authorities. If that's the case, I will become a postal worker tomorrow. I did a lot of odd jobs back in the day, and one I didn't do was postal worker job. And they were offered to me. I think it was more sorting office stuff. But I didn't do it. I think it's because at the time I didn't get on that well with dogs. I used to get on really well with dogs if I got drunk. Any old big dog, I'd just grab its face and go like that. But I could be quite nervous about them due to some weird childhood trauma about a tiny little dog that growled at me or something, and I just interpreted it as it wanted to destroy me and kill me. And I've since kind of got cool with dogs again, but back then, even in my 20s, I was wary. Where am I? Okay, back up to the parcel. So second right after this junction, and then right again. Right, this way. And then I'll try and deliver the letter again. I made a comment on the old Twitters because they showed there was a post about this Asian American gentleman who was 37, and obviously people were making the post. People were sharing it because of representation, and this. But it was a post that ultimately made you feel like you'd wasted your life and you were useless, because it pointed out. It pointed out that he right. So I missed my turning. It pointed out that he was 37 and he'd already been a Navy SEAL, which obviously is like the elite special forces of the US Navy or the Marines. So he'd been a Navy SEAL. Then I think he became a doctor, a Harvard educated doctor. And then finally he right, I'm going into this shop here. Oh no, the flick place. Yep. Okay. And then finally he became an astronaut. All before he was 37. I was thinking of what I'd done before 37. Grave digger. I did that for a couple of days. Bin man did that for about a week. Gardener for a much longer. Poet compared to him. Anyway.
Hi, Angie.
Oh, hey.
So, hey, I dropped off and picked up those movies.
Right.
Is everything okay? You don't seem your usual peppy self.
You don't know me, Meredith, okay? This can be a stressful job.
I can't stand anyone who says, "You don't know me. You don't know me." My favourite reply to anyone who says, "You don't know me," because sometimes people say that because like they're trying to convince you they're really deep people, really complex psyches and stories going on. And sometimes people say you don't know me because they think they're tough. But the best line to always say is, "I don't want to know you." It's a good bit of sass. You don't know me. Don't want to know you. Like that. I saw someone do it on a train back in the 90s. I was impressed. Used it ever since. I'll tell you, no, what night it was, there was a couple of lads, a couple of utes, and they were kicking off a bit in the train carriage, and then there's a bunch of guys who look like sort of psychiatrists, and he put his hand like on the psychiatrist's leg for a second, not like in a saucy way, but in a hold, like, oh, and it kind of just dashed off the bloke's leg. And then the guy, I can't remember what the guy did, but he started going, what do you want? Do you want to fight? And the man started going, yes, I want to fight you. Yeah, you want to fight? You want to fight? Yes, as I just said, I want to fight you. And the guy went, you don't know me. I don't want to know you. I thought, oh, that's good. That's good. And he completely psyched up. This young lad was completely just, he couldn't deal with it. Couldn't deal with this sort of posh psychiatrist man just like answering, yes, I would like a fight. I would like to fight you. It freaked him out completely. These lads just got off a train at the next stop. There was something about it. If I probably tried it, I would probably get stabbed. Right. Okay. Well, I just did you a favour. Okay, I'll leave you be. Okay, I'll leave you be.
I know a thing or two about stressful jobs. I'll leave you be.
Yeah, actually, now's not a great time. There's 2 more movies on the counter. If you could deliver those, that'd be peachy.
Jaws and The Dirty Dozen. Best not to mix these two up.
Keep it a bit jokey.
Great, thanks. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Right. So I avoided conflict there. But literally, I'm working as this woman's dog. This character is working as this woman's dog's body, delivering videos and like video recorders to people. Okay. Which way? Which way around? Keep pressing the wrong button. So there's one more parcel. Oh, it's just the letter. Just the letter. Willow Road. Oh, look, it's the fisherman. I'm going to go to the fisherman now. So there are 2 love interests for this lady at the moment. I think the lumberjack dude is one of them, and video shop lady is the other. Although, obviously, video shop lady has got a bit of a strop on about something. So I'm sure we'll find out what that is, and we will sympathise with her plight, even if she did do a "you don't know me, you don't know me." Can't stand people who say that. I know I said that already, but I can't stand it. You only say that if there's nothing worth knowing. Okay. Seems to be going somewhere out in the sea. I'll write something else in a minute. Oh, the sun's going down now. I've not worked until night time on this game yet. Wow, that's a whole day of delivering post. No life, no leisure. To be fair, this is what she does for leisure. She kind of sits in the house in the evening and watches videos and chats to her mum and dad on the phone. Okay. Where is he? Where is he? Lots of dead fish there. Oh, he's on the boat. Okay. Down I go, down I go. Fast walking. Like, you're telling me this man has never seen Jaws?
Mr. Mackey, I've got this movie box for you.
Leave it on the porch of the cabin, could ya?
Okay.
I need to know if you prefer a war movie or a shark movie.
Huh? Movies? Just pick something. I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right, Jaws it is. Have a nice day.
Gave him Jaws because maybe you would appreciate the Dirty Dozen, but Jaws is possibly the greatest film ever made. I was talking to my daughter about the difference between the Jaws films, as in Jaws and its sequels and its unnecessary sequels, and it's kind of and I was comparing it to like Pirates of the Caribbean, which kind of Jaws starts off there and then it goes. Jaws 2's back there. Jaws 2's not a bad film. It is not a bad film. Jaws 3 is kind of it's a bad film. It is a bad film, but it's entertaining. Jaws 4 has moments of so bad it's amazing, but ultimately very dull. Right. Let's try and deliver this letter one more time, because I am a blooming conscientious postie. And then end the working day and write a poem about it. This way. What a pretty lake. You know, you catch it at a certain angle and it kind of like, it looks a bit sort of lined. Like, you know what I mean? Like a bit too geometric, the water. Again, I like the lighting effects in this game. What other games have I been playing? I think the same games. Eastward. Eastward is good. It's on the Nintendo Switch. Metroid Dread's getting a lot of good reviews, but I don't think I'll get it. What game am I waiting for? Forza Horizon in November. Forza Horizon 5. I played a bit of Forza Horizon 4, the England-based one, and actually it's more Scotland, isn't it? I think there's Edinburgh in it, but the UK-based driving game. I'm trying to think if there's any games. I've been playing Sable. Sable's really nice. It's really chilled. I'm not sure it's as amenable to this kind of writing because, don't know, but. Yeah, Sable's on Game Pass, so it's pretty good. Okay, let's try this one more time. Right, that's the letter. This one I'm going to drive in. See if that has any effect. Wish me luck. Yes, I can deliver the mail.
That's the last of them.
Okay. Very happy. I have a swig of the last drop of my non-caffeinated, non-sugar beverage. Okay. Right, we'll write more poems tomorrow. As in game time, not now. Tomorrow in game days. Where am I going? Which way? Okay, that's the right way. To the end, left turn. Out you go. Okay. Weird serial killer. See, normally that would be me being a bit wacky saying, haha, serial killer shed. But like every every second shed that you could go in Red Dead seemed to have some serial killer incident going on in it. When I was playing Red Dead 2, like 9 times out of 10, if you could break into a woodland shack, there would be like dead bodies in it, murdered people. So I'm a bit used to that now. Tell you what, I'm going to look at the controls. 1 second. Settings. Is there an autopilot control? I swear there was. I swear there was. What's my agenda? Okay, so tomorrow's watching Nightmare on Elm Street with the young'un. Is the sun actually setting, or is it kind of like frozen at a certain point in the sky? That's what I'm curious about now. Do you actually get nighttime in this game? Or does the working day just kind of freeze? Okay, a bit further up. I swear it's like the day's starting again. The sun was just going down a moment ago and it's almost like it's jumped back to morning because I've taken so long. There's also a weird thing about time when you play a game like once every 2 weeks like this for 2 hours, and how time sort of operates in your head as you play the game. Right, here we are, post office. There'll be storyline stuff now. Yep, I'm here at the post office. End the work day.
Hey, Em, it's me, Kay. Wow, I just instantly dialed your parents' number. Superpowers! Probably just muscle memory or something like that, right? Or maybe it's like that thing where you smell something and it instantly triggers this mega old memory you didn't even know you had. Know what I mean? Oh man, I had that once when Barry bought me lilacs, and the smell instantly mentally teleported me to when I was like 6 years old and fell out of a tree. And I ended up with all this lilac-smelling tree gunk all over my face.
See, I don't know if this is someone I've spoken to already in the game or not, because I've not played it for 2 weeks.
Must dial M, and then your brain just triggers your finger's dial? Man. Anyway, I didn't call about that, obviously. I was thinking of maybe taking a stroll around the lake this Sunday, clear my head, and then Maureen suggested maybe you'd like to tag along. Not that I'm asking because of Maureen, of course. Just thought it might be fun to check out the old hangouts and the lake sites and all. If you do want to join, I'll be at the watchtower overlooking the lake at 11 a.m. Sunday. I'll probably hang around a bit, so I'll see you when I see you.
That was weird. Okay. I'm going to meet Kay.
The Countess and the Carpenter. Chapter 3.
Oh, here we go.
Come in.
Bit
were
of
the most
saucy
regretted words Cecilia had uttered in
novel
a long
reading.
time. They were instantly followed up by "Get out!" when she saw the surprised face of the carpenter's apprentice, instead of her niece, Anna. Apparently, her hosts wasted no time in addressing the problem of a malfunctioning bathroom faucet.
That's one of those weird video game audiobook voices that's meant to try and sound English, but it sounds American. Certain things that Americans say when they're trying to sound English, like glass. They'll do some words like Northerners and some words like Southerners. Oh, Okay, she's typing that. Mm. Ooh. Kind of would like a word. I'd love to have a kind of word processor again. I used to enjoy writing on a word processor. You couldn't surf on it, you know what I mean? Just something you can just write on, nothing else. I know you can buy them, but they're hideously expensive. There's something called a travel right. Oh, there we go.
Up here!
Hiya! Should I just
More
come
story
up?
stuff.
Come on up! You just have to watch your step on the third ledge. Should be good.
She said step on the third let, I think.
I have to what? On the what now?
It's fine. Cross my heart and hope to die. Scout's honor.
Look, you were never even in the Scouts. It's that third step, right? I'm surprised no one's fixed it in all these years.
So glad you made it. Isn't it nice up here?
I've forgotten her name. Is it Kay? It's Kay. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Any memory in particular you're thinking of?
Oh, what's going on between these two, eh? What's going on between these two? Is this another one of these little stroppy video shop lady, emotionally repressed lumberjack, and old childhood friend lady?
Those times we took some pie up from the diner after school and sat here talking about whatever we felt like.
Oh, yeah. How about that afternoon I snuck in some beers from Uncle Stan? And they were really disgusting, and you puked all over the rail.
I really miss the alcohol
That-
tonight.
Wasn't it kind
Like
of
a
where
beer
you're
right
standing
now.
right
A bit
now?
of whiskey.
Oh my gosh, it totally
Working
was.
tomorrow.
Ew! Oh, did you have to bring that up again? I was not counting on getting that much in touch with my younger self.
I'm glad you're back. I kind of missed having you around.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
So, what's life been like for you since you left? Positives? Negatives?
You know, I went to university, got a job.
Bit dark, this one, isn't it? Two women look over a vast lake, regurgitating the past, mayfly memories, with a skittishly alive one moment and extinguished the next. Maybe I'll add to that, maybe I won't. A lot of alliteration going on tonight. On the whole, it's been really good. Oh, look at that.
I basically worked my butt off the entire time. That's both positive and negative, I guess.
Ooh, that doesn't sound like a sustainable life plan there. You okay?
Yeah, it gets a bit busy sometimes.
I can imagine Providence Oaks is less complicated.
Well, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't.
Ooh, that sounds juicy. Is this about something or someone?
I'm glad we can have these adult conversations now.
Oh, there she goes with the crazy eyes. M still stands for mind your own beeswax, I see. All right. I'm backing off.
Oh.
What about you? How have you been?
God, the game's really trying to get me to sack her off, isn't it?
It's been great, and it's been tough. You know, I guess it's like that for everyone. I mean, I wanted to go to art school, yes, but turns out I wasn't good enough, or at least that's what they told me when I applied. So I decided to stay and do my own thing.
I had a mate who didn't get accepted to a single university, even her third choice. And she was the first person I knew to make a living as a painter, like to proper exhibitions and tour the world and stuff like that.
Time flies. Anyway, having Max gave things a different rhythm, but I still continued with my music. Even managed to get a bit of a buzz going in Portland. Lined up a few interesting gigs. Tough to balance, but fun.
I know what you mean, I know what you mean. That sounds
exciting.
Yeah, just like that, Uncle Stan got sick. Hit him and Aunt Mo like a ton of bricks. It was crushing. There I was, just about to get somewhere with my music. But I just couldn't let them down, so I stayed. Helped out nursing Uncle Stan, picked up his shifts at
Bit of a long cutscene this, but I appreciate it actually.
Sounds like you really stepped up.
Well, in hindsight, it was a lot. In the moment, though, you don't stop to think. You just do it.
Where was Barry in all this?
Barry was actually really great. We divided tasks back at the house, and he took care of Uncle Stan when he could. No questions asked. He was just there.
And what now?
Well, Mo has offered a couple of times to put my name above the door at the diner. Up until now, it felt like too much. Too soon. Too definitive. But I don't know. Maybe if she asks again, I'll think about it. The way things ended up, it may not have been part of my master plan. But I got to spend some of the most precious moments of my life with the most
Pardon me.
Got to say goodbye to Uncle
Here comes the
Stan,
cough before I get a bloody lecture.
who basically raised me. I'm grateful I got to do that for them. And I built a family of my own, right here in good old P.O. And one day, those
forgotten
kids
what
will
P.O.
throw
is as
all
well.
over this rail, just like we did. So yeah, it's been tough,
Sorry.
but looking back, I
Michael,
wouldn't
about
trade
my
any of it for the
exposure.
world.
It's better. That's a bit. Right.
I'm so
So-
sorry I wasn't there.
There we
I
go.
don't want you to feel sorry. We all have our own lives to live, right? I mean, I guess you could have done more to keep in touch. You're really kind of a turd in that respect, I have to tell you. But that's life, right? It's in the past. I'm just glad you're here, right now, looking at the lake with me. It's good to know it's never too late to make new memories.
Amen to that. I'm glad at least one of us grew up to be a well-rounded individual. Is there a manual I can borrow?
Well, after you left, I had to raise myself, didn't I? So, ready to descend to the world below?
Yeah, seems like it's time.
Come on, then.
Well, that was a wholesome little chat, wasn't it? Feels like one of those grown-up games for grown-ups. Oh, here we go.
Hello?
You're speaking to Monster Deal Central. How may I help you?
Oh.
Hey, Steve. You're in a good mood?
Meredith, please tell me to calm down. We are so close to a deal. Added 87 in shops all across America. Monster Deal.
Oh God, he's annoying.
calm down, Steve.
Okay. I met up with this big retailer, right? They read our great pitch. They loved it, and they want to buy 250,000 copies of Added 87.
Wow.
250,000. Multiply that by like $35.
To be fair, the game's like pushing me to be all like snooty about this guy, but that's their job. They do this magazine, and he's really excited about this magazine being successful. So why should, you know what I mean? I do think a little bit like, okay, I get it, he's pushing her to work and they're both workaholics, but maybe she just doesn't believe in the magazine and he does, you know? So she should just piss off and become a postie, and she should let him find someone who's just as passionate as he is. So actually I was being a bit, you know, oh, you're annoying, but no, you know what, that's what he wants to do, isn't it?
That's a lot. But it's not a done deal yet, right?
Not yet, but oh, so close. I can almost taste it. Listen, I've got the contract right here. I'm sending over a copy. You should have it tomorrow. Please, check, double check it right away. I want your blessings before I sign on the dotted line, okay?
Maybe he'll completely ruin the business.
Gotcha, Steve.
I don't understand the difference between those two answers.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
Steve.
It's official.
Ah, Nightmare on Elm Street.
I love horror movies.
A Nightmare on Elm Street is radical. It was amazing. Thank you for watching with me, Miss W.
You're welcome. I'm never going to sleep again.
Ha! Maybe you shouldn't have watched the movie. Man, I wish my parents would let me watch these movies. I can't wait until I move out.
Move out? Aren't you 15 years old or something?
Almost 16, and yeah, don't get me wrong, I love tinkering and I love working in my father's shop, but it's just so boring sometimes. I want to see more of the world. I want to meet more people.
There we go.
Sure
She's like her again in Microcosm.
And I'm homeschooled, so I don't have many friends to hang out with either.
Oh, that sucks. Right. I wonder if her parents are fundies or something. Okay, and your parents don't let you watch horror movies, but what do you want to do after school then?
But what do you want to do after school then?
I don't know. My parents want me to work in Dad's shop, but I don't think I want that. And you left when you were younger, so I figured maybe you had some advice for me.
Here we go.
Oh, well, maybe. I think...
There we
Maybe
go.
once you're done with school, you can start traveling. Go out and see the world, like you said you wanted. Meet new people, do new things. Be a free
Girl's got a
spirit.
trade. She can fix cars. She's got a trade. You blooming work anywhere, can't you? You know?
And a car. But
Oi.
I can save up money while I'm working for my dad anyway. And I've always wanted to see the Smithsonian Museum. Or Sequoia National Park in Cali.
See?
Oh,
Plenty of
Christ,
stuff
I
just
hit-
waiting out there for you to
Hit
come and
A
visit.
by accident.
You have 2 years left of high school, more than enough time to get your license and save up for a car.
You're right, Meredith. Thank you. Also for talking to me and stuff.
You're very welcome, Lori. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Me too.
Too many
I should get
cutscenes. Too many
Later,
cutscenes.
Meredith.
Not enough
Later.
not enough parcel delivery. Okay, I've got nothing to write after that. Okay, morning. Here we go.
Oh, Steve's parcel. And another note from Tess. Hey, Em, here are Steve's contracts. I bet you're in the mood for some light reading. And now without sarcasm, really, I must admit the energy here is contagious. Is Addit actually going to take off? See you soon. Tess.
Good morning, Miss Weiss.
Good morning, sir. I didn't see you there.
The name's Walter Morgan. I'm with the Postal Service. I left
There
you a
we go.
message on your answering machine earlier this week.
Ah, yes, I
Walter
remember.
Morgan. I am
Miss
Walter
Weiss,
Morgan.
If you could follow me into the office.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Tell him to piss off.
Are you familiar with the Postal Service policies?
To be honest,
No.
It says in Chapter 11, Section 3, first paragraph.
She's been doing something
and
illegal.
I'll paraphrase. It is forbidden to use Postal Service property for personal gain.
Oh, okay. Sounds reasonable.
Sounds reasonable.
Miss Weiss, I'm aware that you've only just begun working here, but I trust that you do not take the responsibilities of a postal worker lightly.
No, of course. I mean, yes, sir.
The Postal Service puts its employees under the highest level of scrutiny. I advise you to answer the following 3 questions truthfully.
Oh, well, let's get
Yes or
sacked.
no will suffice.
Let's get sacked.
Do you know Frank Coleman?
Yes.
Yes?
Oh, we're going to grass Frank up.
Have you ever given him envelopes or received envelopes from him that weren't postmarked?
Oof. No.
No?
Are you aware that Frank Coleman wages bets on baseball games?
Do we grass up Frank? Do we grass up Frank? No, I'm not going to grass up
No.
Frank.
That will be all. Thank you for your cooperation.
What's going to happen to Frank?
I'm sorry. We can't discuss personnel matters. Good luck with the mail today, Miss Weiss.
Oh, right. Maybe Frank's gonna like blame everything on her. That's fault. She can go back to a city slicker job.
Top of the morning, P.O. Complaints and Monday mornings. The perfect combo.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Take it away, Bert.
Morning, JR.
All
I'm
right.
afraid it's a pet peeve from me again. People who come camping here outside the
Oh,
season just
yes,
bugger off
driving.
already.
Loud and clear, Bert. Just like today's weather. We're starting the week sunny, but a few clouds
All right.
will appear closer to the afternoon. Enjoy your day and the music.
What's this? Is this letter here? Okay. No, I don't want to. Thank you. Don't want to get a copy strike notice for the bloody radio in this game. Okay. Letter here. And then a parcel round the corner. I think this will be the last week that I play Posty game. I might have to finish it privately because I don't know, feeling a bit like it's all right, but you know. What's the number? See, this is where I check to see if my glasses are working properly. 104. 104. There's a lot of dropping stuff at doorsteps. Hopefully, I've had enough cutscenes, I guess, so maybe I'll be grateful to drop it here. Ring doorbell.
Alright, I'll leave it on the
Oh.
doorstep.
No one's in.
There you go.
I'll write a poem about this mystery. Once I learn how to write. It's the 80s, right? So I'm going to take it in a certain direction. Last night, when the dew descended onto I've used the word dizzy twice today in this session. The duck's tucked. I'm going to say tucked. Wings. That when the communists struck. Not sure what the communists did. I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there. It's a good ending. Leave them wanting more. Right. Another parcel plonked on the doorstep. Nobody's in. Or maybe last night, when the dew descended on neatly clipped lawns and the ducks tucked dizzy heads under wings, that was when the communists struck. Deep. Okay. Yeah. Right. Pass up 400 Lake Road. Where is it? Isn't that like where the old diner is? No, it's there. Oh, it's the motel. So that's the bloke who just plays video games. Right. Letters to the houses. And I'll do that one on the way back. Actually, no, I want to go around this way. I'm going to go around this way. I'm going to see the old man about Jaws. See if he liked it. There's a teacher, a music teacher at the school, who wrote a song for the kids to sing called Jaws, which has the lyrics, Jaws, I must swim faster, Jaws, or I'll need a plaster. That is quality. That is quality. Anyway, let's see how this man, he had a choice between the Dirty Dozen and Jaws. Went for Jaws. Is anyone? Hey Abba, how you doing? Just for some reason I was just remembering the Dirty Dozen TV movies of the 80s, which were like straight to TV sequels to the Dirty Dozen, and they featured Telly Savalas. Okay. Looks like our fisherman's round the back. Good to have you here, Abba. There's been some viewers, but the chat has been quiet.
Hi there, Meredith. I suppose you've come to pick up that VCR thing you dropped off earlier.
The movie box? Yes. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. Took some figuring out how to hook it up to my old TV set, but I got it to work. Good watch. Shark looked a bit fake, though.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it in the theater at the time. Pretty exciting.
I'm not going to make anyone say anything bad about Jaws.
Anyway, Angie over at the Flick Shack hopes this entices you to visit.
Yeah, I thought so.
Age of Empires. Wow. You're playing the new one.
Well,
You were talking about that last time.
Hey, here's the package.
Thanks. See you around.
Ah, but you're listening. Cool. That's fine. It's cool. Don't worry. You get on with that Age of Empires while listening. Haven't played Age of Empires. It's on Game Pass, but it's just the new one's on Game Pass. I think it's 4, Age of Empires 4 or something. But it's only the PC, and I don't have a Game Pass, a PC that could run Game Pass stuff. Okay. And it's not on cloud or console. A strategy game probably would be one of the few games I think that are alright for, like, a lot of cloud. I've done the cloud gaming, especially in Game Pass, and there's too much latency. Too much of that sense of the action happening just a moment after you've pressed the button. Okay, map. Where am I going? Oh, back to the campsite to deliver a letter. Okay, to the reefer heads in the campsite it is then. We'll be done soon, just clearing out Ethiopians. That's in. Should just add, because I've just read that line out. That's a line Abba wrote in the chat about Age of Empires. Right. Just to provide the context there. Just in case anyone watches me going, clearing out Ethiopians. Like that. Purely meant in the context of video games and empires. Right. I've not played any of those kinds of games. I've got Civilization 6. I think we chatted about this last time. But I've got as far as the Sean Bean intro and then just went, I'll play it later. Okay, over to the reefer heads. They were smoking a bit of the old, where I grew up, right? Everyone seems to have these working class parents that had obviously never smoked gear in their life. Not that I'm advocating such a thing, but they'd always say this line: "Have you been smoking the old wacky backy? Have you? The old wacky backy?" Right. Anyway.
Hi, sweet Meredith.
Hi there. Here's the mail.
Thanks.
She keeps calling her Sweet Meredith.
On your own today?
Sorta. Mickey's in the RV. He hardly slept last night. Said he had hallucinations of riding fish in the RV.
Too much of that. Do you have too much of the old wacky backy? Or are we gonna be like, oh, talking about trips now?
Yikes.
Very urbane.
Guess bad trips happen.
Well, actually, when I went outside this morning, there was this huge rotting lake trout right below our window. Totally grossed me out. How does something like that end up there?
Ew, disgusting.
I may have a suspicion.
I may have...
Oh, hold on. Mickey's gotta read this. Mickey! Wake up, honey!
Leave me alone, I'm still shit-faced.
It's a letter from Damien.
Rude.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
The old wacky backy.
Looks like we won't be here much longer.
These guys are on run from gangsters, aren't they? It's the old Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes thing, isn't it? Okay.
Did you grow tired of the lake?
Speaking of, you know, I just started watching me and Mrs. O'Sullivan because I've never watched it before. The Sopranos. Never watched it. I think I watched the pilot when it was on years and years and years ago, but missed the other episodes and never got round to watching the rest of it. So, yeah, watching the Sopranos. It's so good. It's 20 years old, but it's so good. Okay. What about the RV?
What about the RV?
Joan? Are you running your mouth again?
I'm sorry, sweet Meredith. Gotta go. Hey, you know what? You should come by Wednesday. Our last night here. We'll build a campfire, have a drink, maybe a puff or two, you know, and talk about the meaning of life, of course. The complete outdoors experience.
Meaning of life. I was slagging off people who say you don't know me earlier. People who talk about meaning of life. Lightweights. Okay. Gee, I don't know, June. Oh, cool. Yeah, why not?
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Why not?
Get nicely toasted.
Awesome. Gotta run. See you Wednesday after sundown.
I'm just saying yes to everything in this game. Could do a list of all the terms that people have for cannabis. The joyless one is definitely marijuana. That's the one you do kind of use if you're a 1950s DEA person. Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? Ah, we got a parcel. I get kind of excited about the parcels. So, after the next left. Over the bridge. Oh, it's the motel, isn't it? We're going to meet the man, see the man who plays video games and ignores people. Right, it's in here somewhere. Just drive through the bushes. There we go. Right, where's this parcel go? Must be in the main office. Okay. Yeah, this one.
Oh, that's heavier than I thought.
Oh, that's. She's been saying lighter than I thought about everything today. So heavier than I thought is fine. Really adds a bit of variety. Okay. Oh.
Hello, sir? It's the mail.
Excuse me, what's this all about?
It's all about the mail.
I'd appreciate it if parcels are not just dumped on the counter.
Oh, isn't there like a control for like just farting in his face or something? Okay.
I'd appreciate it if you'd act like a human being.
You'd understand if you had
sick
any idea
burn.
about what I'm trying to do here. Setting up a computer system to handle all the bookings is quite sophisticated.
Are you sure you're not just playing a game?
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks for the mail. Bye.
Oh, these. Okay, so. Are we going to learn some lesson about him? That he only plays the video games because of some tragedy that happened in his life? I don't know. Interesting developments, I guess. Alright, what's next? Okay, all the way up there. Then a letter. Another letter. A letter. The video shop to the proper ungrateful cow. And then, yeah, and then done. Okay. The exploitative, ungrateful blah, blah, woman. Just had a flashback of just because of what I just said, which was rude, but I had a flashback. There's a guy I worked with, Jamaican dude, many years ago when I was a gardener, and he was called Gladstone, and he used to dress in like, he used to come to work in his like barber jacket to do this gardening job. So that was already quite amusing. I got on quite well with him, but I shouldn't laugh, right? I shouldn't laugh. But he's another guy that used to sort of just casually shout stuff at women. And I would often say the same thing to a lot of these guys. Like, you know, come on, if you're a big man and all this kind of stuff, you'd at least get out and, you know, politely ask them if they wanted to meet for a coffee sometime. And then take whatever answer with grace and humility. I do remember him leaning out the door once and saying, I'm gonna have to do the accent a little bit, like, you know, but him saying basically him saying hello darling, and then like the next moment saying not you your cow. Shouldn't laugh. I don't think I've ever known anyone, you know, there's catcalling and then there's like catcalling and then just being really horribly rude to someone, and then you just carry on driving la 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 like that. I don't know, if you're going to do a catcall, which is already bad, but you should at least accept that people will accept that catcall, you know, in whatever spirit. I'm glad someone else finds it funny anyway. Yeah, hello darling, not you your cow. Anyway, I felt a bit bad because now I can picture maybe, so I can imagine some poor woman who didn't want to be catcalled going what, but then this other woman who probably hasn't been catcalled for years going, oh hello, and then him saying that. I mean, for God's sake, just don't say that. Let her have that moment. If there's anyone who might actually enjoy the catcall, let them enjoy the catcall. Gladstone. Proper old school Jamaican kind of colonial name, I guess. Right. He used to sing a lot as well. That's probably why I quite liked him and forgave him his indiscretions. He would sing just in the middle of a gardening job. He would sing stuff like Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and in black and white cat. So it'd always be like the kind of, you know, he would always patois up these children's TV program theme tunes and stuff. Jingle bells he'd sing as well. Punna one else open sleigh, stuff like that. Oh no, I can imagine. Oh, he my queen. Yeah. So, I don't know if that's better or worse than your average kind of like English. What, darling, cheer up, it'll never happen. Catcall. Right. I've got a reverse bit for this letter. Also need to write another poem in a minute. I realise it's been a bit of time since I wrote the last one. Maybe it's just quite hard to... I think the communists have taken over this town secretly. Okay. What letter is it? 202 Jackson Road. Is that this one, yeah? Come on. Yeah, 202 Jackson. That momentarily said 202 Jackson Road, so that's fine. Just got to find 202. Beautiful stick. Ahor Fedua. I can't pronounce that. Yeah, I remember some Zimbabwean guys telling me they were very... the stuff, the catcall that they would say was Umburu. And when I asked him what it meant, it literally meant Todger. Talking about his Johnson, which I just thought was weird. So you're not even saying something about the woman, you're saying something about yourself. Beautiful stick. That is just weird. Is that mentioned? Is that kind of in the same spirit as Mburu? Right, let's go see the stroppy Taking Liberties video shop lady. Will she be apologetic this time? We will find out. Mad. Yeah, Umburu is, it's just not good, is it? It's not good.
Oops. Left the package in the truck.
Oh, right, I didn't realise. Okay. Giving her back a stupid video thingy. I think I'm just going to give her some sass this time.
Hey, here's your movie box back.
Oh, thanks so much, babe. Listen, I owe you an apology.
Weirdo. Okay. Kane woman, often referred to as flowers and trees. Beautiful stick is quite complimentary. Fair enough. Fair enough. Beautiful stick. I don't know what just. Okay. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I was Kurt. Just plain Kurt. And here you are delivering movies for me.
Yeah.
You deserve better.
I'm all right like that.
Let's move
Apologies.
on.
Let's move on.
Any idea what caused it?
Business is slow. More than slow. I mean, the Flick Shack is in real trouble. That movie box kind of was my last-ditch marketing effort. Nothing's worked so far.
Ouch. I can imagine that causes quite a bit of stress. I've had kind of a stressful job situation myself recently, so I can definitely relate.
Really? How'd you deal with it?
I came here.
Change of scenery, huh? Anyway, enough whining. Let me make up for my stupid behavior and reward you for your diligent movie faring, my lady.
Reward me?
Yep. I've got... ta-da! Coupons! They're one of the few perks this job has. I get to take myself and a +1 to a free movie of my choice at the new cinema in Astoria. Valid tonight only.
Oh, right, here we go. What do we have? What do you mean, like a date? Wow, pretty cool perk. Thanks. Wouldn't you rather take someone else? Okay, let's just go.
You mean like a date?
Oh, you post people in your labels. But hey, if you want to call it that, sure. So what'll it be, Missy? You in or you out?
I'd love to.
There we go.
I'm in.
Great. Pick you up at your place at 8. I know where you live. Anyway,
Oh, I
gotta
forgot
get
she was a
back to
bit
it.
creepy and stalky.
Bye.
And exploitative, so maybe I shouldn't have agreed to the date. Right. No. Right, where to next? Is that it? Is that everything? Done. All the parcels. Okay. Review Steve's contracts, movie date with Angie. Okay. My brain's thinking about cat calls now. Oh,
Hello?
right.
Hey, Meredith. How was your day at the office? I mean, mail truck.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Oh, right, there we go.
Actually, it did start at the office. I was being interrogated.
Interrogated? What? By whom?
Walter Morgan, a higher up from the post service.
Didn't grass your mate up, though. Didn't grass.
started asking questions about code of conduct and about Frank.
Morgan, that walking corpse. He's always after Frank. What did
Didn't
you say?
grass him.
Nothing, basically.
That's my girl. They'll never catch Frank anyways. He's always one step ahead of them. Listen, Mom's poking me. I guess we're not allowed to talk about work. Here she comes. Bye, Meredith.
Hi, Meredith. Was Dad trying to get work stories out of you?
Hi, Mom. Yep, he tried. And he succeeded. It was a weird day.
Well, I'm changing the subject right now. Have you met the new guy at the hotel yet? Matt?
Yeah, I met him the other day. What a jerk.
What a jerk.
I agree. He's one of the reasons why I won't miss working at the hotel. Anyway, how's life in good old P.O.?
It's nice. I met some interesting people.
That's good to hear. Interesting people. Do you mean interesting, or just interesting?
I think you could say interesting.
Oh, honey.
Right, did I leave the bird out for good?
That's right.
Good question.
And now I'm changing the subject.
I've not deactivated or anything like that, so I'm just kind of like, I'm still using it, but I'm just not on it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference. Like, rather than doing the dramatic thing of like, I deactivate and I delete, it's still useful, you know? Rather than be having a aversion or an attachment to something, it's good to see it for what it is. So, yeah. I kind of am avoiding it. I'm not going on Twitter. I'm basically not surfing Twitter, and I'm not checking. So I'm signing out a lot. So I might sign in occasionally to share something, but then I immediately sign out afterwards, and I don't care how many people liked it or whatever, and I don't go surfing looking for stuff. So not left it for good because it's still there, but definitely not. I might have to change my pinned tweet just to let people know that I'm probably not going to respond to stuff because I'm not really surfing and I'm not really looking at my notifications. So I wanted to get back into blogging and into writing weird stuff. I still don't know if I'm substacking properly or if I'm treating Substack like it's Tumblr or something, which is completely different. I don't even what, you know, do people still Tumblr now? But Tumblr was a really good place for experimental writing. But yeah, I could feel myself as I was scrolling through Twitter. I could feel myself feeling. I could see it. I could feel that dissatisfaction and that numbness, and that, you know, when you're just scrolling through like that. I was just observing myself as I did it, and I thought, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. So yeah, and I also just want to. I don't know. I just wanted to create stuff and put it out there. So it'll be a few different things, blogs, poems, and as I said, the things that I write and I go, what the hell did I just write? I don't even know what it is. I like those ones. So yeah, you do about 3 or 4 of those a week, I reckon. Okay.
How are you guys doing over there?
Oh, Florida is fantastic. I think I might actually want to live here. The warmth of the sun, it's very easy to get used to. Oh, Dad is telling me to get back. Looks like the bar's open.
I never use Facebook anymore, so it's kind of there. I've not left it. I've not left Facebook, but I hardly ever post on it. You know what I mean? And I hardly really. I might go in there sometimes just to check a few people, and I think hopefully I'll be the same with Twitter. I'll just hardly use it, but every now and again go in to check a few people, a few accounts, and all that kind of thing, and share a few things, and that's it.
Well, they call it the movies, plural, but of course we can only see one movie at a time. So, which one will it be?
You pick. You're the expert.
That's exactly why I want you to choose. The choice of innocent eyes.
All right. Let's see. Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, Big Trouble in Little China. All right.
Or The Great Mouse Detective.
Okay. It's good. I've got to say, as much as, come on, Big Trouble in Little China is quality. I want them. I want them to have a really weird date, so I'm going to make them both watch Blue Velvet. Right.
All right, I'm ready to pick. Blue Velvet.
Good choice. This is going to be interesting.
Okay, that's my Dennis Hopper.
I mean, I'm kind of speechless. And that's
Yay!
rare for
You got a
me.
journal and started
It certainly
painting.
was
It's been
something.
liberating.
I loved it, and I never want to see it ever.
Brilliant. No, exactly. I think that's what it's about.
That about covers it.
I
It's
like being able
certainly
to share the
singular.
things that I do
At
and
one
create.
point, I did begin
The good
to
thing I like
wonder
about Substack is you can do these sound file things, so it can be like a cross between a blog and a podcast, which no one else is really doing.
Around during my rounds.
It's brilliant. Journal. So proper journal for writing in, proper journaling.
So anyway,
Right.
my parents' house is right down this road, as you well know.
Yeah, let's move.
I missed all of that conversation, and it's fine.
I wish I loved anything half as much as you love movies.
Next time we'll do something in your area of expertise.
What, computer software?
Yeah, we can build a killer robot or something.
Oh, let's ship them, shall we?
By the way.
Oops, what a slip of the tongue. So, here we are. Now what?
Oh, cup of tea at my place. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's see what happens.
Well, we could have a cup of tea at my
I was
place.
just really. I like the way that I'm making them.
Like that.
I like the way I'm making them like get together, and I was just absolutely just slagging her off a moment ago. Anyway, oh, go on then. Go on then.
I think we know what that creepy Frank Booth character would be thinking right about now.
Oh, there we go. Did she look over those things? I don't even know if she did.
Meredith, can I bug you for a second?
Sure, Frank, what's up? I'll write a poem about Frank's gambling addiction.
Sure, Frank. What's up?
That Walter Morgan guy, what did he want from you?
He was asking all sorts of questions. Also about you, Frank.
God damn it. Can you believe that jerk?
Are you in trouble, Frank?
Trouble? They're the ones who are in trouble. I gotta get back to it, Meredith. Have a great day. Oh, before I forget, that Robert Harris guy was here this morning, looking for you. He asked if you could drop by. He's working somewhere in the forest today.
Love triangle it is then. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I approved of their union.
Good morning, P.O. P.O. Positive or that P?
Don't know why I did that. Because nah, yeah.
Every now and then I spend some time in Providence Oaks, and I'm always happy to see this beautiful and orderly village and its well-mannered inhabitants.
Did someone just call me well-mannered? Oh, I'll take it. Let's see if the weather will behave today.
Ugh. Okay, I don't even know where I am. A lot of parcels today. Okay, 209 Heron Circle. I did set this thing to not play the bloody radio. Okay, that's 207. 209.
I guess nobody's home.
Drop the package.
Right, on to the next one.
For the crackheads to steal. Finally. Right, okay, next one. Okay, letter. Let's go right, let's go right. Okay. Whee! That's it, Granny. Get out of my way. Oh, let's have an awkward moment in the video shop. Okay. Hey, if I get the option, shall I say it was all a big mistake?
Oops. Left the package in there.
No, here we go. I do that a lot. Might not get to the end of this day because I really want to finish at 10. Teaching tomorrow. Okay, it's Remain Street. It is this one. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Oh, hey you.
Hi.
So I'm guessing you want to rent a movie, huh? We've got a great selection.
Oh, really? Got anything romantic?
Sure do. Or, wait, you do mean movies, right? So, what's on your mind, babe?
I feel bad. Oh. I think we should just be friends. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. I'm a coward. I'm not sure what to make of us.
I'm not sure what to make of what happened the other day. Of us, so to speak.
I mean, we went out. We had fun. We kissed. What do you need, a roadmap?
Well, when you put it that way.
Just spit it out, gal. Tell me what you're thinking. I promise I can take it.
Oh, should I friend zone her? Yeah.
Well, I like you, but I think we should just be friends.
There we go.
I see. I came on a little too strong. It's been known to happen.
Oh, here we go. Look. Slow it down, or I like you, just not in that way. You're saying break up, aren't you? Okay.
I do like you, just not in that way.
Gotcha. Friends it is.
So anyway, what's on your mind? Seems I caught you in a rare moment of quiet contemplation.
There we go. She was alright about that, wasn't she? She's just like, alright, yeah, whatever.
I just... You ever get the feeling you're not where you need to be?
The town is just full of people that don't want to be there.
It's just that this whole Flick Shack adventure, I think it was the right idea at the wrong time.
And in the wrong place?
Wrong place?
There we go.
So,
Let's get her out of here.
I think I'm just too different for this town. Plus, business hasn't really been booming.
And here I was hoping our movie box project would turn things around.
It almost did.
Yeah. Until she shows up at your house. Exactly.
I'm sure video will be huge. But it isn't. Not yet. Not here, anyway.
I
So
don't know
you're
when this
leaving?
is set, right?
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh,
Yes,
I thought video
I
would be
am.
huge. This is like
Wow.
easily the mid
I
80s.
didn't realize
They
until
got
just
like
now that I'd already made my
Terminator,
mind up,
Karate
but I
Kid,
guess I have. I'm
Labyrinth,
leaving. Gosh,
Back
it
to the
feels so
Future.
liberating to say.
I know different titles, but like, I'm sorry, but video was in its zenith at this time. Anyway.
You're welcome.
How about you? Have you made your mind up yet?
Brilliant. Didn't just break up with
About your
her,
future, I
drove her out of town. I'll write about that. That would be my last poem.
Me? No, not yet.
Well, take your time. I want to give it
Three
my
little
full
ninjas,
attention
exactly.
when you do decide. And right now, I really have to start organizing the grand closing of the Flick Shack. We hardly knew ye.
I hear ya. I'll swing by
I think
later.
here it was called Three Ninja Kids. Right. Not bad. First day, you know, not a bad day's work. First parcel. Dumped them, drove them out of town. Okay, I don't think I've got time for a poem, so there we go. How many poems was it? 4 poems, not bad. Not bad at all. It'll do. Right, maybe time for a quick parcel or something. Bye bye Flick Shack, exactly. No one cared about the Flick Shack. Jackson Street, West 3rd Street, okay. $302. What? Is this one 301 then? It's 300, so 300 is across the road. There we go. Anyone in? Anyone in? Or if the communists got them as well.
I guess
Communists
nobody's
got them.
home.
Letters 300 Jackson Street, okay. Oh, that was 300 there, okay. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. As nice as it is to have 4 whole viewers, I have got a lecture to give tomorrow. Reading poetry, writing poetry is my lecture tomorrow. That means I've got to do a few things. I've got to print stuff out because my first day on campus last week was marked by failing to find a photocopier, forgetting to do a test before I went in, so I had to go to the testing centre and get tested. Shoving the testing so far up my nose I gave myself a nosebleed. That was good. And then what else? Just everything. I was pretty chilled about it though, but everything that could go wrong went wrong last week. So this week I'm going to do my own printouts, and I'm going to so that's sorted, and I don't have to worry about going on a printer safari of the campus. And yeah, and hopefully everything else should be cool after that. Yeah, so thank you. Good night to you, and good luck destroying that Ethiopian empire as well in Age of Empires. Anyway, yes, I'm going to run away, so thank you everyone for watching. Let me sort of jump out. Oh, that's the accidentally showing my family off on the screen again. Let's do that. Okay. Wrong mouse. Okay, so there we go. Very cute they are too. I'm actually going to chop that off the end of the video later. Anyway, yeah, wrong mouse, that's why. I'm going to stop streaming now, so everyone, thank you very much. Have a good one.